Hello, hello, hello. I am back on Shit Happens, and I thought my guest had left me hanging, but she just got here. I was trying to eat real quick. I'm hungry. I just came from one Shit Happens to another. So, without further ado, allow me to invite this incredible, beautiful lady who has a small but does incredible shit. Hey, Loyalty! Welcome to Shit Happens. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you seem like you're cracking up. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, I might have to switch the connection. I can hear you okay. I do hear a lag though. So, uh, okay. How's it sounding?
Much better. I can hear you. You're
Better?
good. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Hey, baby. Welcome to Shit Happens.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this.
How you
You know what?
doing?
I'm having a hard connection. I think I'm gonna just join from my phone instead. So give me 2 seconds.
No worries, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. So just gotta switch gears. Give me a moment. We're gonna switch this up.
This is Shit Happens. Shit always happens. So you're fine.
Right. Shit happens, man. This is what we're talking about, right?
And if you're a
I'll be
podcaster, you
right
know
back.
and if you're a podcaster, you know technical difficulties are part of the. So which one am I taking out? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All
Now
right.
just rotate your phone.
Okay. There we go.
It's still square. If you're on iPhone, turn your rotation on. Cause you see, I'm on my phone also. When I'm vertical, I'm like this, and then when I turn it like that,
How
it
do you
was
do that?
vertical.
You on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. Are you using iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Yes. So you know where you go for screen record or everything, there should be a key that goes round like a rotating. If you switch that on, it rotates your phone. If you switch it off.
All right. Let's see. It just turns it the opposite way.
No, you know where you go to find the flashlight and the screen record on your screen, like on the very top of your screen.
You know, I think it's because it took me to the app instead of the actual website. Give me 1 second. Hmm. Yeah, it's not gonna let. I'm not through here for some reason. When I click on it from my phone, it's taking me strictly to the app, and through the app, it's not giving that option. Let me see.
I sent you a message. If you see that message, that's the thing I'm telling you when you do that screen. Otherwise, I guess it's fine. We'll just do it that way. It will just look kind of fine.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, you said hold on. Oh.
There you go.
There we go. I'm like, hold up, I cannot get this right. All right, now we cooking with Crisco. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Woo, girl, shit really do happens, don't it?
When it happens, it happens. But this is shit happens. We learn as we go.
Yes, we do. I love it.
And we made it. Look at that. Look how cute we look. Like, look at that. Like, duh. What
Melanin is
shit?
popping.
What shit?
Melanin is popping, baby.
How are you doing, baby?
I am doing fabulous. I can't complain. It's Monday. Of course, it's Motivation Monday. So we got to just get motivated, get into it. And we can't let obstacles come in our way. I always say obstacles are a delay, not denial. So,
Amen. 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 And the thing is, when obstacles happen, you gotta just keep staying on that zen. Because if you start being like, "Oh fuck this," it starts irritating you, and it just. But look at us. We were like, "Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. It's
we're
gonna
going to figure it
work."
out, period.
Breathe. Shit. Here we are.
Shit happens.
Amen. Shit does fucking happen.
Man,
Loyalty in everything. I love that. Let's talk about that. Because
yes.
I love how you bring positive impact to the community and want to create better future, because we need to be looking into our communities, right? Communities are
Absolutely.
everything. So I want to talk about you today and loyalty in everything. I want to hear all about loyalty in motherfucking everything.
Absolutely. So, Loyalty and Everything started about 4 years ago now, and it all kind of came from. And I'm going to kind of tilt up just a little because I want y'all to see the picture. But if you see that picture, that's epic, man. That is my brother. That is my guardian angel. He is definitely looking up above amongst us. But my brother, he passed back in 2020 on my daughter's sweet. So he's a valuable part just of the build process overall. My brother, he passed. He died on my daughter's sweet 16th birthday. So he actually, it was tragic. It was very tragic. It was hard to deal with, but I had to figure out a way to move forward after he passed. And so for me, it was kind of paying homage to who he was and who his legacy, but also just kind of stepping into my God's given talent that God had for me that I didn't even know that I possessed, you know. So that was the beginning. And so I turned my pain into purpose. And so my brother, he did music here in Atlanta. And their stage name was LIE the team, but LIE for him meant loyalty is everything. And I originally started as loyalty is everything, but I really couldn't speak as fluent to the message. It didn't really resonate with me as much. Okay. Even though it's my brother message, I wanted to support him, but I had to figure out a way, how can I include me in this same message, right? So the message I was getting for God was saying, okay, turn is to end. And when I changed it to end, it made more sense to me and my mission and my journey that God has for me. So what it did is, okay, it made me really kind of compartmentalize things, right? Let's start at the beginning. Loyalty in everything. It starts with me with my head. I believe in God. I'm not here to force religion on anybody, okay? But for me, that's where it starts. So when I serve Him and I give of servitude to God and just pour into that relationship and give Him the grace and glory that He truly deserves, it shapes every relationship under that umbrella. It teaches me how to be loyal to myself. How do we be loyal to ourselves? Is by putting ourselves first. You have to put your armor on first. What do they tell on the airplane, Paula? Put your mask on before you help the next person with their mask. And that's how
Yeah.
you got to treat life. You have to treat life the exact same way. So you have to make sure that you're always putting on your mask first, and then you can be of more help to the next person. So
Fill your cup in order to pour into another.
I don't even believe in full cups. Okay, so I believe in overflow. You have to create an overflow. If your cup is full and you pouring from it, guess what? There's no longer
You're
full.
gonna get low.
Now you
Yep.
got to keep filling it up. Now you're still working just as hard. So it's better to create the overflow. People are going to have to get from my overflow because my cup have to stay on full at all times.
I love that.
Right. So we create the overflow, then we have an abundance, and then we have more to give of, right? That's going to teach us how to be loyal to other people by holding them accountable. Instead of giving the fish, we got to teach people how to fish, okay? People are so used to
Amen.
just coming, and they're going to keep taking as much as you allow. So if you teach them how to fish for themselves versus giving them the fish, it's going to create longevity. All right. So I'm big in that because that's something that's gonna give more value for that person, and it's gonna teach self-sustainability for them. So when our brothers are down, we don't want to tear them down. By far, that's not our mission. We want to uplift them, and that's what affirmation, speaking life into one another, but still teaching them how to fish, holding them accountable for what they say they're going to do. Then that's going to teach us how to be loyal to what we choose to digest, whether it's food or knowledge, right? Because as we know, Paula, these bodies of ours, that's our temple. A lot of times we take it for granted. We make all the wrong choices, and then we be upset when our bodies are not agreeing with us, and we having all these health concerns. But if you do better by taking care of your bodies, and we talking mind, body, and spirit, it's not just the food we eat, but everything you consume within your body, right? Then our bodies will be more able to reciprocate what exactly what we need from it, including knowledge. Okay, all knowledge is not good knowledge, so we have to learn how to have discernment. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. That the knowledge that's good for you, you gotta hold on to that because it's gonna bring value to your mission. But if it's no good, we gotta spit it out. Stop holding on to mess, okay? Because it's so
Yes.
much mess we can hold on to, but what value is it giving to your journey, to your story, and to your mission that God has placed you on this earth for? So that's what Loyalty in Everything stands for. I truly believe in it. And from that, I have been able to create my own podcast. We got the Loyalty and Friends Self Love Podcast, of course, which is all about storytelling. We got to tell these stories, Queen, because guess what? If we're not telling it, who are we impacting? The stories aren't for us, so we got to keep telling it. From then, I manifest it. It's all about words. How do you speak to yourself? In order to manifest your future, you got to speak about it. If you never say it, and you never write it down, how are you going to manifest your future? So I manifest last year I was going to come out with a book. And guess what? 2 days before my birthday, my book was on Amazon. So that's the power of manifestation. Literally, the end of last year, I said I'm going to manifest. I'm going to have a children's book out, and I'm going to have a coloring book. Guess what? It's in my hand. It's not on market yet, so you all going to be seeing some promotion for coming soon, and all the proceeds go to my nonprofit organization. So this is what I'm saying. We have to teach ourselves how to be treated and teach others how to treat us as well. So
I love that. And everything you speak. By the way, you said your book came out 2 days before your birthday. When is your birthday?
you said, I said again,
You said your book came out 2 days before your birthday. When is your birthday?
yes. So my birthday, I'm a Leo, gang, Leos, where y'all at? Stand up, okay? We gotta pound our chest a little bit, you know. But I am definitely a Leo. My birthday is August the 13th. My first book was actually released August the 11th, 2023. So literally 2 days before my birthday, I got that book out. That was a goal of mine. And it's called Loyalty in Everything, a guide to building strong relationships in business and life. And don't we need them both? In business and
We
life, we
do.
need those relationships. But a lot of times people not willing to do the work. You have to be able to effectively communicate. And communication is different levels. It's not about just doing what we're doing here, okay? We have to be able to actively listen. And so as I'm talking, you're listening to me. That lets me know that you're engaged in what I'm saying, that you're interested, you're showing eye contact. All of these things are important. And not only that, don't just wait for the person to finish so you can respond or react. Take in what they're saying, you know? Everybody want to react to everything, but everything doesn't deserve a reaction. So just teaching them those ground principles and loyalty and everything we do. Can you hear me?
Yes.
To get back to the basics. So yeah.
I love that. And something you said, I used to be a person who responded to argue. And I realized that the reason why communication was being missed is because we are quick to respond. What's that saying? Are you listening to respond or listening to
To give good, I say, are you listening to react? You just want to react to what somebody's
yeah.
saying. You're not really
Sometimes
listening to
people
give
don't
value.
yeah, people are not listening what people are really saying, but they're picking that part they hear, oh, you said I'm selfish, instead of listening to the whole point, like why I say
Yeah, they
you're
look at the
selfish.
negative
So
part.
yeah, so you
They
just start
take the
attacking. I'm
bullshit
not
out of
selfish,
it.
I'm trying, and you're like, now we don't have that communication. So I've really learned, and I used to be a part of that. Like I used to be quick to respond on that just one thing that I see that you said about me. Like, damn,
But you didn't
what?
hear none of the good
Nah.
stuff they said. They said all these amazing things, but you heard that one thing, and now it's like you can't see past that, right?
One
So
more
that's why
form.
we got to take those breathers. We got to do the proper things. You got to know the person you're communicating with. Body language, all of that plays a part of your communication. Okay. So it's not just what we say. Sometimes it's what's not being said that's being communicated that you should also pay attention to. So there's different ways of communication. And we just want to be respectful of each other so we can communicate in a more effective manner and build better relationships. So
And it's funny you said sometimes the things that you should also pay attention to what's not being communicated. I came across this video where people were debating in the comments of Krishan, whoever, Blueface's baby mama or whatever, they were talking from jail. And the girl kept on telling the guy, Daddy, I love you, I miss you. And the guy just kept on saying, I appreciate you. I'm like, you really not seeing this? Like you're busy saying I love you to the man you have a child with who's in jail, and he's just saying I appreciate you. That means he's just calling you because he needs somebody to talk to him from the jail. Like if he's not
but
saying I love you back, that
my
like
thing with that is though, like I love Christian, I do. I can see power in her, but there's a lot of trauma, okay? And she's trauma bonding, right?
she's healing.
Because
She needs proper
love doesn't
healing.
hurt. And you can see it just through the way she responds and she reacts. This guy didn't give two cares about her before he went to jail, okay? And she seemed like she had moved on and everything, you know. And
We
then
were
next
all
thing you
proud
know, it's
at
like,
one
oh,
time. We
she
were
just
all proud until she came out with a face tattoo. I was like, okay, you're gone. Like, there's no helping you at this point. Like, and she's such a beautiful woman. But we're not gonna get into the gossip side. It was just like the level of how you should also hear the things that are not being communicated to you. Like if I'm
but
telling you I love you and you're busy saying I
right.
appreciate you, that is a sign to me like, baby girl, it's time to go love somebody else and let me just keep appreciating them like how they're
Or
appreciating me.
it just means that she don't know how to set proper boundaries. Now that's something we need to learn. And even in any profession, whether it's personal or business, you have to set proper boundaries because if not, then these things happen. We have to teach people how to treat us, right?
Exactly.
Because otherwise people are gonna walk over you, they're gonna step over, they're gonna do whatever. So once they know, like, hey, this she's not gonna accept this certain type of behavior, they know that they can't even entertain you with that. They're not gonna even approach you with it. Certain people know not to even come with me with certain type of energy because I'm not gonna entertain it. So you're gonna be wasting your time. What are we doing, right? So it's about teaching people how to treat us. And once we know how what love is, love is caring, it is kind, you know, it's unconditional, it's beautiful to witness. It doesn't hurt. If it's causing you pain and all that, you got to really kind of sit back and reevaluate just you and why are you drawn to this type of person? You know, it's some type of addictive, you know, personality or whatever the case is that's drawing you to them. So you got to get to the root of it. Otherwise, you're going to keep looking for the same thing and you're never going to heal.
I used to say, I used to tell my friends the reason why these men keep coming back and doing shit is because every time you say, I am done with you,
Mm-hmm.
you probably do mean it, but as soon as they come back, they call, they text, you're
When
texting
they
back,
going,
you're answering. So of course they're gonna be like, oh, she just says that all the time, and I'm gonna still keep on doing me because she's still gonna take me back because she's been doing it. So it's like boundaries are important, and I believe once I really started setting boundaries, and setting boundaries is one thing, but standing up to the boundaries you
standing to
set
your
is
boundaries.
another thing. Once I started doing that, and in the beginning you get backlashes, right? Oh, she's acting brand new. Oh, she's being mean. Oh, she's being selfish. Yes, 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 yes,
And
yes,
sometimes we
yes.
have
I
to.
don't.
We have to.
I have to protect my peace. I have to protect my mental health. And if you're not serving me anymore, I'm sorry. Like I used to be the person who would say, would have to come up with reasons of missing stuff, right? Like,
Right.
I'm sorry I can't come. My mom has this. Nothing of that is
Listen,
right.
I just
But
didn't come. Stop making excuses.
these days, after I started, but it comes with putting boundaries, right? Once you start standing on your boundaries, you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, no. Why? I don't want to come. I don't have the
Listen,
mood to be there. I
to
don't
me, I'm
want
so
to.
direct to the point. That type of person annoys me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I'm coming to you, I'm coming to you for like a simple, let's get to the point. Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? I ain't gonna say no names, I ain't gonna tell you the person because I don't want to put them on blast. But I come to them and say, hey, we got this fee we need to pay. Look, it'll make sense. We can go ahead and just knock it out and get it out the way early, right? We ain't gotta worry about it, okay? Or we could go ahead and do the half because the only thing that was required was half of the fee, okay? But I want to see like if they want to just get it on out the way so we ain't even got to deal with it later. Oh, such and such and such and such. I get a 50 million paragraph. That could have been a simple, well, I can't afford to do it right now, so can we just do the half? We could have just stuck at that. Why all the fluffery? Because I don't care. And
Your
it's like,
history.
I give 0 F's, okay? Let's keep it clear. I don't care because all of that is just an excuse for why you don't want to do X, Y, and Z. Get to the point. Stop fluffering around with stuff, you know? Because me, if you ask me something, it's either I can do it or not, okay? If I'm not able to, then I'm gonna come. Hey, sorry, something came up. Let's reschedule. We can communicate, but sometimes people just want to put too much fluff in it, and it's not necessary.
Exactly. Like, hey, sorry, I'm a broke ass bitch. I can't do that right now. I can give you half next week on Friday. Like straight up, like no bullshit, no nothing. And it saves a lot of time, saves a lot of energy, saves a lot of because now
Listen, I don't want
if
to
you
hear how you
write
had to
if
take
you
your cat to the animal hospital and stuff. Like that's beautiful, but okay, either you can or can't. Like let's get to it.
yeah. Because you just sending me a long ass paragraph for me to have to look at it, I'm already looking like, yeah, fuck this shit. I don't want to deal with this right now. So
Right.
I'm not even gonna read it because when I already see that long explanation for something so simple, I'm like, I don't even want to read this right now. Like,
Or perfect
I'm in my
example.
good.
I know you don't had this happen to you, right, Paula? Somebody reach out, you probably haven't heard in a while, but you ain't even been concerned because you just been doing you working, you busy. So it's not that you're not worried about that person. It's just it wasn't like on your priority list, right? Now they reach out to you out of the blue. Oh girl, I know you probably was wondering why you ain't seen me and this and that, but I done had that. Girl, I ain't wonder nothing. Let me be clear. Just like you're busy, I'm busy, okay? I'm one of those people
My
like
bed.
when we catch up, we're gonna catch up. I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of excuses. It's gonna be, oh, I'm gonna embrace you with love. We're gonna talk about what we did in all this time we done had apart. Why are we focusing on why was it? Listen, because life works like that. People are gonna have to go on different paths, different journeys. God has different, we all have an individualized journey for our lives, okay? Sometimes it means our paths are going to cross each other or they're going to even, combine. And then sometimes they're going to have to go an opposite path and you may come back together later, but focus on the mission. Stay out, like, that's the thing. Everybody here, there, everywhere. Focus on your mission, your goal.
Life has got too much going on. Oh, look at that! EA in the
Hey,
comments.
shout out to
Gang, gang,
EA.
gang, gang.
Gang, gang. And listen, look, we were together with at the pod fest. How amazing was that, right? Your energy was amazing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! But do you know what? This is funny because I realized, right? Me and you, we literally connected. Actually, I think we spoke on our once before Podfest, and then we really connected. Airport first, and then coming back, whatever. But I realized I actually saw you at Borden Awards.
Right.
You were there, and I was like, I remember because there's this outfit you're wearing. I was like, I fucking remember this energy. But more than for me because I didn't know anybody, right? And I
Right.
just received an email last minute from Deontay telling me like, hey, Jason told me to hit you up in Atlanta. You wanna come out and be? I was like, oh, cool shit, because I hadn't been in now in a while, and I was like, damn. That's why I love Jason, and I'll show up for Jason because he does be putting my name out there. even though
Absolutely.
I was among the first people who got onto OWL in 2022 when it came to Podfest to
Wow.
do that. But I've just been in and out, you download an app, you're like, okay, I will be back, and then you forget, and then until
Right.
Jason is like, where have you been? I'm like, oh shit, okay, and then I
And your
come back
energy is
and
like, once it's gone, people gonna miss it, right? So it's like our type of personalities, people need that in the world. So you mentioned Deontay, so you know Deontay as well? You talking about Deontay Bolden?
yeah, because I got he reached out to me because Jason told him to reach out to me and invite me to the Golden Awards. And that's when
Yes.
I met EA for the first time and his
So you was
wife.
at I was at the Bolden Awards.
Bitch, this is what we were talking about. You see, you're not paying attention. Communication. You're not effectively listening. I was literally just telling you. I recently noticed after some of the pictures, because that outfit, I was like, oh shit, I remember her from Golden
But
Awards.
I don't remember you from the Bolden Awards though, Paula. That's crazy.
Because I was very quiet. I came to just see. I didn't know anybody, and I was invited like a week before the event because
Oh
Jason told. So
wow.
I literally came. I did. I recorded the people who were doing the massage, the 360 girl, and everything. I
Yeah.
was at the very end, and later on at the bar, I was hanging up with EA and his wife. But yeah, I was there. And I remember you, but it only became clearer after you
After.
sent me the pictures. I was like, I remember this girl from Golden Awards.
Wow.
Then
Listen,
Deontay
small
Golden is the
world,
one, she
small
was there.
world.
That's the first time we met. Yeah, that's when I first came into contact with EA and I met his wife and we hanged out. We created content. But yeah, but I
Wow.
mean, me and you had our own moments at Podfest. Sometimes things are supposed to happen the way
It's
they
all
they
about
happen,
timing.
right?
I think it's just
Yeah.
all about timing because see, me, EA, and Deontay, we were all connected on Clubhouse. We met on Clubhouse before Al and all of that. So we have, of course, Loyalty and Friends on Clubhouse, and that was our community. It still is our community. It's still thriving. It's still going. And so then, so me and EA, we actually met in the previous. So let's kind of go back a little bit. We've been knowing each other probably since 2020, so like 4 years. Okay, we have traveled all over the U.S. doing different things, different acts of involvement with the community. We were in a group called Bridging the Gap originally, and then everybody kind of branched out and did their own thing. So of course, then that's when I started Loyalty and Friends, and EA has been in the beginning since the beginning, him and his wife Taliba. So of course we've been to Chicago. We've traveled to the DFW area. I went to Virginia. I went to New Orleans, Florida. Man, we were all over just doing, showing up to people events, showing them love and support. We went to Nashville, I remember, for another event. And it just have been amazing because I don't look at you all as friends, okay? I know it says loyalty and friends, but that friends has slowly starting to turn into more like family. And when you're able to create that type of environment for yourself, it's a beautiful thing to see and witness because people don't know, like, a lot of times you get support from people you barely even know than your own people that you've been knowing your whole life. And that
Okay.
has been my experience. Like, I love you all because this is the support. This is my support. This is my tribe. And vice versa. Y'all know you can always get that support from me as well. So sometimes you just got to band with those who's going to really see you for who you are. And then you create your own tribe from that. So it's been beautiful. So started from Clubhouse. Then we took it to Al. And Al has definitely changed the game, man, because of course we've been able to even monetize what we had going on as a professional and then take it off app and support Jason in amazing ways. And shout out to him because I appreciate what he's doing, really just kind of creating that cohesive environment where you may not want to be picked on in a group setting, but you can have that
Yeah,
one-on-one.
one. Yeah, because Clubhouse is more setting in a group setting, and not everybody wants to come on the stage and speak to strangers,
Yeah,
right?
because some people are introverts. We do have to,
Yeah, yeah,
hone in on that introverted side of us as well. So they can maybe connect with one individual at a time, but having to connect with so many all in one environment or space may be too much for them.
true. And I wanna say, like, all the connections I make at Owl have been so very raw and honest and real. Like the two people who are in Florida who will be planning on going, and we've already made plans of just meeting. There's a girl in there who called me out of the blue, didn't even know who I was, and she was really in a bad space and was trying to kind of just be like, fuck this life shit. And she found my energy, and I was like, on some cloud nine, and we were just chatting it up. And she was like, I needed you tonight. So thank you. And that night was like, somebody just told me like,
That's
just go on
beautiful.
now, just go on now. Like, and I hadn't been there in a while. I was like, let me go on now and put her. And calls kept on coming back and back, and it was all these strangers who really just needed somebody to talk to. It wasn't nothing
Absolutely.
business. It wasn't nothing. It was just somebody who wanted personal talk, and the energy also vibes. So it's
Absolutely.
amazing. But also from just you yourself and EA for the shortest time I've known you, but the support and love that you
Yes.
you give me, it's like we've known each other forever. Even Jason himself, and that's why I tell people, don't belong on just one community or network in one center. Network and connect everywhere,
All
because you have
around.
people all over, and they come in different shapes, form, ages, culture, backgrounds, all that. Jason, if he was here right now, he would be talking shit about me, like in my face. Like he just talks complete shit about me in my face. But anytime he's behind my back, he's just talking good things. Like there's so many people reached out to me because, oh, Jason told me about you, I'm reaching out. Jason told me about you, I'm reaching out.
Absolutely.
So I don't mind, because most of the time we're surrounded by people who talk good things in front of your face, and then behind your back.
But what are you saying behind me? Can you still defend my honor when I'm not
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
That part.
So I rather you talk shit in front of me, like, oh yeah, if somebody comes to me and say, oh, I met somebody who said this, this, that. I'm like, is that Jason? They're like, how did you know? I'm like, he's always talking shit about me. But then when it
Like,
comes to
but guess
it,
what? He gonna talk shit with P too, though. How about that?
exactly. But when it comes to it, it's putting me on. So you can talk shit about me as much as long as you're putting me on. But if you're just talking shit about me just to disregard me or shit, then that's a
That's a
problem.
problem. And I love it though because I will, I always like to give homage to where give my proper etiquettes and make sure I'm giving the proper homage to those who deserve it. So I do want to go back and state though, Clubhouse definitely was the beginning for me because it was the first time I was in a very depressed stage, right, in my life. I lost my brother. I didn't know how to cope with life. Not only was I isolated to my house, I was isolated to my room. That's just facts. I didn't know how to parent. I didn't know how to mother. I was just kind of shut out from the world. So that kind of gave me a place where I can kind of sit back, observe, listen a little bit. And then when I felt comfortable, then I started speaking out a little more. And it's so crazy the power of audio. Who would have thought like a app can do all of that? And then to take it even further, then man, it's like Jason he picked it up, right? He's like, pass me the torch. I got it. Now we're gonna do some one-on-one conversations with that same type of mentality, but on a different level. And we're gonna have them monetize day one when they come in here. And so I look at Al on a bigger scale because it can be a Rolodex. It's a Rolodex for you to use for your business, so you can send clients here, there. If you, it's not be something you can offer them, but somebody else on Al has it, right? It's also it's like a tool because it can parallel with whatever you have going on. Whether you a podcaster like us, I always find guests there. It makes it easy. I got a one platform I can just go and say, hey, let's have a conversation real quick. Vet them out, see if our energy match, and then if we agree, we can schedule a podcast, or I could sell them some promotional flyers or videos of other products and things that I do. So I love that aspect of it. And I'm like, it doesn't hurt telling the next person because them working the app is going to help us all. We're all going to make money.
So true. I remember when I got soda in, because I was sending my friends, I was like, okay, now because I'm back on Owl and I've really started using it, I want, like, soda has been going crazy in there. And I remember every time I go in and I find her and she's already on a call, on a call, on a call. And I'm like, so I'm texting, I'm like, I feel like now my time with you is gone because you're constantly on our talking. She's like, I love Loyalty. She's amazing. She invited me on our podcast and I'm like, bitch, don't be stealing my friend. But I like how I like that you're utilizing it and you're seeing what it can do for you. So I love that, and I love to see my friends all connecting and just
Yeah.
like, because now Soda can shut up about loyalty, and I'm like,
I love
my
Soda though.
friend.
Listen, her name, when I first seen her name, I'm like, look at that, Soda
She
Can.
do
And
this for
hold
me.
on, EA think he's slick. No, don't put EA in. Either use loyalty or use P's. What is yours? What is your code?
I don't have a personal one. I still have the T's, number
So
stuff.
she's gonna post her link in the bio. Either use P's or use mine. It's not even his interview. He's trying to get some. He's
I
trying to
know.
get
Go
some side hustle
away.
off of our
Go
name. How dare you, sir? But listen, y'all, for real.
away.
All
And
jokes
it's
aside, though, it's
motivational
definitely
Monday. Come on there and get some motivation.
he is
But
a
look at this.
mess.
So they drew this.
Sam, he is a mess. But listen, y'all should definitely download Al. Okay, I second emotion. Paula will tell you the same thing. We've made some great connects there, and it's OWWLL. Okay, so don't get it confused. Not like the bird, but OWWLL. Download it today. Put in loyalty. Don't use EA. I know it's shorter, but loyalty is gonna give you way more value.
I'm not gonna get in the middle of EA and loyalty right
Look, you know we
now.
always in the competition, so
I'm gonna let y'all have that, and I'm gonna just sit this one out
I
because
started slickness, okay? So make sure y'all put in referral code loyalty. Everybody know how to spell loyalty. Are you loyal or not? Are you gonna be loyal to me or not? Okay. So if you download out, put it in loyalty. LOYALTY. Don't get it twisted, okay?
there you go. But before we end up ending, because EA is here distracting our process. You also are part of the Lime Foundation. You wanna share a little bit about that?
Yes. So that is my biggest project that I recently started at the end of last year, and it's called the LIE Foundation, or you can say live with it, whichever. But I want to turn that into something positive because when people see it and they looking like LIE, guess what? It's loyalty in everything. And our whole motto is about building better futures. We want to actually be that beacon in the community to really create jobs. We want to work with the youth, build a mentorship that's really surrounded around them, but not only for the youth, ran by the youth, okay? Because we want them all to see what it exemplifies to be a leader and be in that leadership role. We want to include the mental health aspect of that to help out with the adults. Read a book program. So there's a lot of different moving parts when it comes to it. So of course, in the beginning stages, we're gonna need help. We are calling on the community. We need each and every one of you, Paula, everybody, spread the word about the LIE Foundation because I'm telling you, it's going to be something amazing. I'm from Atlanta. So, not only that, being from here, growing up here in Atlanta my entire life, it's a different dynamics, especially when you have lived in some of the poverty stricken areas and you can see the need because you was one of those kids who once needed that same need. So, to be able to come back to that same community and just be able to be a part of the change to kind of help, you know, keep creating things of value for our youth so we can keep building a better future for them. It speaks volumes, right? So, yes, please support us. I got the coloring book. It should be out. Y'all will be seeing some stuff about the coloring book as well as the children's book. And all proceeds go directly to the nonprofit, okay? No shortcuts. So that's part of the way we're raising funds. We're looking for other ways, and we're going to be putting up some events so we can, if you all have any ideas, hey, we are here, okay? Right now, I would tell you if you want to connect with me as far as the LIE Foundation, you can go to the LIEFoundationcard.com. I am working on getting all of that all pretty and stuff for you all. But in the process, it does have all my communication and contact information.
And I'm here. Whatever help you need, just say that. Just be like, Paula, meet me here today. I need you. I'm there,
Well,
baby.
Paula, when we go back to your homeland, you coming with me, Queen, because who else? Like, and see, they may not even know all of that, but man, when we had that conversation and I discovered that you was from Tanzania, that touched my heart because that was one of the things I really have been manifesting is planning a trip to go to Africa and like, having a different culture experience, and really just taking the culture of just the land itself, but also see what value and help I can bring to that community as well. I think that's important, that we help each other across the globe. So I do want to be intentional with that, with the nonprofit, and see what can we build that can be helpful to even your homeland. So
And that's why you were right when you said timing matters. Because even though I saw you last year and energy was in that room, like I noticed you, but it took this year for us to really connect it because it was
mhm,
meant to be like that. And again, I
absolutely.
know most people don't like asking for help, especially when running these amazing things, but it all works out with support and help from the community. So I am here telling you that you constantly have my support. If you need my help, you have my number, you have my you have my social media. There's no way
I'm
you can say I
stalking you.
didn't
I'm
know.
stalking you, ma'am. But I
There's
do
no
set
way you can
boundaries.
you can't say that I don't know how to reach for. I don't know much about boundaries because you texted me at 4 5 a.m. talking about content creating. But I love that because I'm like you as well.
Cause look, when it's on my
Around
mind, I'm in a
around
now moment.
3 to 6 a.m. That's where my best creativity works. And I
Yes.
sometimes be texting people, sending them shit I've created, and they're like, "What the fuck were you doing at
Like I'm
4
sitting there
a.m.?" I'm like,
playing.
so I wasn't even like I was fucking surprised, but I really wasn't surprised. I was like, "Oh, now we are hooked, dude." Because anybody who feels they can send you a message at 4 a.m., that means they really vibe with you that much to be able to
Right.
disturb you
And I
at
have to
4 a.m.
explain it about me because creative. So you understand, Paula, you are creative like me, and those are my best creative hours. So for me, it's like if I don't do it right now, if I don't send it right now and I put it on the back end, it probably would never get sent. I don't expect the answer right then. Okay. So I don't expect somebody to wake up out of their sleep and to text me back at 4 o'clock. Okay. But I just want to get it out there. And whenever they have the time to respond, and it's okay. But it's just like it's fresh on my mind right now, so I just gotta get it out.
And that's so true because that's how my mind works as well. Because when I say I will send it later or I will respond later, it's gone. And sometimes I respond in my head. I'm thinking like, oh, then they didn't text me back, did it? But
Cause you ain't
clearly, I
said
didn't
it.
send it. I just sent it in my head. So if I don't do it there and then, you might
Hmm.
not hear from me until after 2, 3, 4 days, which to me it's like, oh shit, I actually had this shit created for 4 days just sitting in. And that comes when I'm trying to delete stuff on my phone and I'm like, oh, did I send this? No, okay, let me
Right?
send this so I can delete it out of my phone. But
Look, we ain't gonna tell them my age, but we gonna chop it up to just getting wiser, okay?
there we go. We wiser people, okay? But also, again, I want you to share about the wave movement. You are such an inspiration already with these foundations and movements you're part of, and we need to be a part of. And I know a little bit about the wave movement because I met him at Borders as well, and but I don't know much about it. So let us know.
Have you joined yet, Paula? Yes, I'm
I don't
telling
know where
people.
to. I don't know where to join. That's why I'm saying.
All
Tell
right.
us
So
so we can know.
when we wrap this up, I would definitely send you that information, and I feel like you would fit right into that community for a few reasons. So the community, Brandon, I love Brandon. He is amazing. Some people call him Yahweh. Some people know him as Brandon French. Whatever you know him as, but I will tell you this: he is a true humanitarian. Okay, and he is a connector for a few of us. A lot of us are in that community as well. Deontay Bolden is in the community. He helped Deontay with the Bolden magazine, as some
I
people
did
don't
see
know
the
about
photo
that.
shoot. That was behind the scenes when they did posting and stuff.
And guess what? I was in the second edition, so make sure y'all go purchase the Bolden magazine. Okay, you would catch a glimpse of your girl. Okay, I was not on the front page, but I'm working my way to get that front page. I promise you. But I did have a
Really?
highlighted page, and I appreciate Deontay for considering me, for even allowing me to be a part of the Bolden Awards as a whole, because he just made history. So if you all was not there, it was something beautiful to see our people come together to acknowledge one another for all the great stuff we're out here doing in the community, and for me to
First
be
one, it
open.
was amazing. For the first one, it was fucking amazing. A
Man,
whole
I'm so
black.
excited to be the
It,
next
it,
one and the next one and the next one, because I'm gonna definitely help my brother all the way. But when it comes to the wave movement, Brandon has created an environment where you could be anywhere in the globe. We got people over in Africa and Nigeria and other places around the globe, Canada. We got different members, okay? But it's a way that we can all share an active service, okay? Just being kind to one another, loving one another, supporting, right? And then we do these collages. So you probably done seen them on my social media page. You will definitely catch them on Brandon's page and some of the other people in the community, where we go around and we just meet random people, just like now. So I'm gonna put your hand up, girl, because I gotta screenshot this. Okay. All right. So yes, we do pictures like this. Okay. And these are called wave pictures. And it's amazing just to see people all over the world who just get a smile on their face just by being included in something like that, right? We pay a monthly fee, and that fee he gives back to the community. To the same community that's paying him to be a part of his community, he gives it right back to them. So also, he's always cross promoting. He reposts our stuff. If you got something that you really need help or you have an event, we get the people out there. We get the wave people to come. We come in waves, okay? And it's just growing and growing. So I think we just got almost to 100, our first 100 members. And we are still going up the ladder. So I do encourage anybody, if you want to join the wave movement, join, please. We would love to have you all. You can go to Patreon, okay? And that's www.patreon, patreon.com/Yave1, okay? And that's YAVEONE, Yave1. And that'll get you to his Patreon. You decide which level you want to sign up for, and you can be involved as much or as less as possible. No pressure.
Oh my God, and it's amazing that we're actually talking about Patreon, that he's being Patreon, because I'm a part of this Empowered Podcasting Clubhouse room. It goes on Monday to Friday, 7 to 8. And then on Fridays, we have like the Friday night chat, which I'm the moderator because I like night shift. And we go all for night, 9 to 10. But it's mostly about podcasting and community and supporting each other, people bringing their questions, and we do all this stuff. The guy, Mark, he actually posted on his story today looking for people who are actually successful with Patreons, if they want to come and share about that in our clubhouse room, so that we can learn, because a lot of people are curious about Patreon and everything. So for him to have like already 100, almost 100 members, first of all, I feel like even in Patreon, if you get 5 members who are willing to pay and be in your community, that's so to have 100 and to be successful in that, I think it would be amazing. So we'll need to talk after this. But
yes, I think he would be somebody amazing. You should definitely pick his brain, Paula. Get him on Talk Shit with P as well, because
oh, definitely,
he has a lot of value. Not only that, it's like, to get somebody to support you on a big level like that, you got to be able to bring value. People want to see the value. What are you getting out of it? Just getting that level of support where you have a community. You can go in there, post us, say, hey, EA going there every day. I promise you. He's probably one of the most faithful, committed, consistent people I know. Okay. Every morning he do his live, he do his motivation, right? He come in the wave movement because he's a part of the wave group as well. He posted in there, people from the wave group go over there and they like and they comment and everything. So he's getting engagement from the group as well. So it's not just the support that you see, from social media. We're doing this in the real world. We actually show up. It's people here in Atlanta. We actually go meet up and hang out and stuff. So it's pretty dope.
I'm just saying, don't forget I'm also in Atlanta when these meetups and hangouts be happening.
We stuck now, Paula. You ain't going nowhere, okay? I'm one of those friends you can't get rid of, okay?
Amen. Amen. All right, now we are coming to the end, which I don't like because I'm enjoying so much talking to you. But this is definitely not the last time we're having you on Shit Happens, because you have so much to offer, a lot of things going on. So we'll definitely be having you back. As you said, you have your books coming up, you have all this. So anytime you have something that's about to pop out, you have a space on Shit Happens to come and share it, so we can see how to support, promote, and help make it out there to the people, especially with LIE, because now I don't want to say LIE Foundation and the Wave Movement, and I'll go ahead and catch her on Owl and use the code, because we're not gonna give EA anymore.
Yeah, don't use EA, y'all. I know it's shorter, but I'm a better person for you all. I promise you. Okay, he's great as well. I'm not putting my brother down in no way, form, or fashion. Okay, but if you want to be on the winning team, he gonna tell you want to be on loyalty team. I have been #1 brand ambassador for well over a year, about a year and a half now. Let me go ahead and pop my collar real quick.
Hell the fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Stand on your business, queen. Stand on your
Yes. So if you want to
motherfucking
be on the winning
business.
team, you want to come make some good money with your girl. I'm telling you, I got the pointers. I got the game.
All right. So loyalty. Before we end, um, you you have all these amazing things you're doing, right? And I want to ask for the people out there who are getting, because it can be very frustrating having to do all this, because you're also a mother, you're also a sister,
Absolutely.
you're also a best friend, you're also a friend, you're also a daughter, you're also,
Everything.
all those. Like literally, when we were just talking a few weeks, we were like, "Oh, you have spring break, and then one child is going back, the other one spring break is starting. They're not even on the same schedule." So all
Never
this
ending.
shit, all this shit can also mess up with your mental health as well, because you gotta stay fresh as well to be able to give. So how do you prioritize, balance, and keep your mental health safe while doing all this incredible shit that you're doing?
Absolutely. You got to set out some personal time for you. You just have to. I don't care how chaotic your schedule is, even if it's an hour. If you make a commitment to do an hour a week or whatever, however much time you can allot for yourself, you have to not only make the commitment, stick to it because it's so important. Therapy. I know some people are like, I don't need therapy, and they just look at it as a bad thing. Therapy doesn't mean something is wrong with you per se. Therapy just really helps us cope through situations in a more effective manner, okay, in a more
Mhm.
healthy manner. It gets you to process things a lot more logical. So if you feel like your thoughts are all over the place and you're not able to rationalize things in a manner, I'm gonna tell you, seek for professional help, because your friends are not always the people who's gonna give you the best advice. Not saying that friends can't be, but they're so close to you that they don't know how to be unbiased at times, and you're gonna need advice outside of just your friends. That's just point blank, period. So seek that therapy. Get you somebody that you can really entrust in and you can really talk to and be as transparent as possible. It's important.
Thank you very much. That's so true. And now this is the time where you can free flow. Tell the people where they can find your podcast, where they can connect with you. If you have some last amazing shit you want to share that is upcoming, or remind them about the books and everything, go ahead. You have sell yourself, lady.
Yeah, so I like to do this, okay? I like to be as transparent as possible because I think people see the glitz and glamour and they don't ever see the real need of what people have because they sell themselves in such a beautiful way that they don't see the other parts of it, okay? So I like to be as transparent as possible. Again, as I mentioned, I'm new to a lot of this stuff, especially with the nonprofit organization, but I believe in the mission that God has placed me on. So I am going to need help from the community. I am calling on you all. If you have a need and you want to be of service to the community, if it's anything that you can offer, okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary value. It can be your time. It can be your service or skills or education, anything. We're going to need those key parts. And we're going to need, I'm looking for board members. And I'm not talking about little Johnny down the street, okay? We need the board members who can really get behind and do the work, help us look for funding, help with fundraising, the whole nine. I literally stopped my work environment, okay, because I truly believe in what I have going on, and I know God is truly gonna bless this because He knows it's gonna be a blessing to the people, and it's to be of servitude to others. Okay, so follow me, you all, on all social media platforms. Loyalty in everything, no slang. Okay, I have to tell people that because listen, we ain't talking the slang that we normally do. Loyalty, I is in India, N is in Nazi, and spell out the word everything, okay? Loyalty and everything. And if you go to my Instagram, there is a link in my bio you can also click, and it has all my social media platforms. Come be a guest on my show as well because P is coming on my show. I don't know when we're going to do this yet. We haven't arranged it, but y'all going to see me interview her as well so we can get all up in her business because look, I like to be in people's business. I like to get nosy. So,
That's why we're podcasters. Why do you think I'm a podcaster? Come here, come to my show so I can be in your business.
yes, girl, come. But all jokes aside, though, there's power in stories, okay? Keep telling your story until it resonates, all right? We're not just saying this, and there's parts of my story. I'm actually going to be writing a life story, a part of my life story very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. Purchase the book, okay? Loyalty in Everything, a guide to building strong relationships in business and life. That link is in my bio as well if you would like to purchase. And I just want to help you all, okay? So let's help each other, all right? That's all I got, P.
I love it. Thank you so much. And I'm ready to service, so put me on coach. Whatever you need, I will be willing to help serve, okay? I believe in
Period.
everything you're doing, and I just love your energy, the type of person you are. You have a beautiful soul. You light up the room, so don't dim that motherfucking light for nobody. Keep shining, baby girl. And we're going to be shining light bright behind you, all right? Or beside you, whatever it is, but we there, okay? You are not
Period.
alone. Well, thank you, EA, for hanging out with us in the comments and just inspiring us and pushing us. And we love men who are supportive and out there for their women. And when I say women, I'm not talking about like women, but sister, mother,
Yeah.
whoever. Yeah,
Just the
you know.
women in the community.
Yeah, women in general. So for all those who are watching live, thank you for hanging out with us when shit happens. For who are gonna watch replays, go listen, learn, follow, support, and be a part of the movement. All right. Until next time on Shit Happens, tomorrow 10 a.m. I'll be here with Amanda Yao and we'll be talking all about staying inspired and the hype woman herself. Bye bye.